Hello and welcome back to another Mystery Box Function Challenge. In this purple box there is some mystery math, and your challenge is to figure out what that math is. You can pause the video and use the link in the description to get to this page and put in as many numbers as you like in the top and see how they're transformed as they come out the bottom. And use that as information to determine what's inside that purple box. All right, let's see what we've got here. Let's put in a 0. 0 gives us 1, and let's put in a 1. Okay, so we got a little over a half there for 1. Not sure what this might be. Let's looks like we've got a curve down. So this might be a downward facing parabola. Let's try some negative numbers and see if it's symmetrical across the y-axis there. So let's try a negative. Yeah, that does look like it's symmetrical. Let's try a negative 2. Yeah, so far that's looking good, although, it's a little bit funny looking for a parabola. Maybe we need to try some numbers a little further out. I'm going to try positive 4. Uh-huh. And maybe a 5. Oh, okay. So this is actually starting to look a little bit familiar now. Have you got an idea about what this might be? I'm thinking this is a periodic function. So functions that go up and up again on a regular period are periodic functions like the sine and the cosine. So I'm thinking this is maybe something to do with one of those. I'm going to put in an approximation of pi here, 3.1415. That's close enough. And that gets me really, really, really close to negative 1. Okay, so this looks like it's one of the basic trig functions. So it's 1 at 0 and it's negative 1 at pi. And I think it would continue this pattern to the left and the right and keep going down to negative 1 and back up to 1 and so forth. So which trig function is this? Well, for me, it's usually helpful to draw that unit circle. So the trig functions are about this, this angle kind of sweeping across a circle, and what you get is the x and the y coordinates, and the x coordinate of this endpoint of this line that makes that angle is your cosine, and the y is the sine. So at 0, if the angle is 0, that's right along here, the x-coordinate would be 1 because the diameter of this circle, well, it's a diameter 2, the radius of the circle is 1. So that seems to match here if this is cosine. And then by the time you get to pi, which is over here, here's pi, and 2 pi is all the way back around the circle, it would be a negative 1. And I've got a 1 here and a negative 1 here at pi. So this is looking pretty much like the cosine. In fact, I think that's what it is. So I'm going to go ahead and just reveal and see if we got this one right. Yep, so this is f of x equals the cosine of x. We can go ahead and graph that as well. And there's that beautiful periodic waveform of the cosine function. Well, how did that go for you? Did you suspect this was going to be a trig function? Let me know. Thanks, everybody.